Well, hoping this is going to work. Um, my normal phone camera that I use for this is not charging correctly right at the moment. I don't know whether it's the cord or what. And so I'm having to use my cat phone, which is not as good quality. So if you're on there, it's also smaller, so it's gonna make it harder for me to see your questions or whatever. So if you're on there, let me know and say hi. Let me know somebody's out there that the audio and video are working okay. I'm a little bit late. I don't know what time it is. Um, but I got some bread rising. A lot of stuff going on. Trying to pump water from the pond. The ponds are almost dry. And hello, Stefano. Good to hear from you, buddy. Been a long time. Um, Ponds are almost dry. We haven't any rain in a while. I think this is 20 some days, 21, 22 days over 100. Supposed to break Monday. Monday, we're supposed to be in the 90s. So, anyways, we got a lot going on. I'm baking some bread for the farmer's market tomorrow. Trying to do a lot of chores. Well, good to hear that, man. Glad everything's going fine. It is time. Artie, your job is to send me off on a rant at some point during the program. Uh, by the way, Artie's podcast, the Riff Raff podcast. Hey, stupid cat. Ah. Speaking of Artie, stupid cat. His Riff Raff podcast is pretty good, man. Y'all ought to check it out. It's me, him, and Forbes. Forbes plays the kind of the duncy, slow, um, for comedic effect kind of guy we make fun of. And anyways, there's some good conversations on there. I think we did 3 on Wednesday. Ah, get off the screen. I think we did 3 the other day. I think we had a political argument in the first hour, and in the second hour was conspiracy theories or something. The soccer ball. I don't remember. I remember what the second hour. Third hour was music, best albums, best most memorable albums or something like that. Anyways, check out the Riff Raff podcast on YouTube. Go to just put in Riff Raff. It'll come up. Riff Raff, kind of like one word, I think. If Artie's on here, he can put a link or something. But anyways, I do have to do a language warning. Those idiots, get off the screen. Cats are trying to get in. Is that wrong? That I'm spraying the cats with the water? Hey, dummy. I said no. This may go on for a little while. It's a battle of wills. They broke my fan. I got to have this other fan, which is my fan for up at the cottage. I had to carry it down here because those little idiots broke the fan. So if you're out there, say hi. Let me know you're out there. Um, I was looking for that fan. I was going to show you how they broke it, but they keep pulling it. What happens is this one's cordless, but it has a cord. They unplug my phone. Anything has a cord, they unplug it, or they pull it till it breaks. Anybody out there? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? It's hard for me to tell. I was going to talk about some stuff, but I got to get in the mood, and it's hot. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it's moving up. We're also solar roasting the mesquite pods. Been doing that around the clock. Well, not around the clock. The sun's got to be up bunker all the time, every day, roasting mesquite pods. So let me see what live chat. All right. I don't know if anybody's out there. Hello. You're not allowed to link here, but I think you can just click on my icon to get to the channel. Yes. Oh, Riff Raff Artie Cabrera. Why do you keep changing the name of it? It's like Riff Raff this and then Riff Raff that, and now it's Riff Raff Redux or something. I don't know why you keep changing the name of it. It just should be called Michael and Artie, and then some guy, some homeless guy who we allow on there. That's what should be the name of it. He's not even that entertaining. So what was I going to talk about today? Artie, give me a topic. I want to do a little, oh, I need to do an update on the channel. As most of you know, I have not put out a how we do stuff video in a week or so because of the heat. It has been so hot, but it also kind of limits what I'm capable of doing. I've got 3 or 4 videos that are in the process of being recorded, and some of those take some time. So like I've got one on salting meat. Well, if you want to show the conclusion of it, it takes a couple of weeks, and I think that one's been going for about a month. I've got one on making bourbon that's still in the process. It's still got some more work to do on that one. And then I've got one on something else that I'm still working on. Hello, Scott Glenn. So anyways, my point was, the update was that I've got some that are in the works, but until the temperature breaks, it's supposed to break on Monday. Today's Friday. I think we're supposed to have our first sub 100 day on Mondays. I think they're calling for 93. You can add 6 or 7 degrees on that to reality. So probably get up to about 99, maybe 98. I hope it stays around 93. That'd be like a vacation, a winter vacation. But so that's the update on the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done. If you have suggestions for shows that you'd like to see, questions about things you'd like to see me do videos on, I've got some stuff planned, some survival things and some cooking things. And when fall gets here, I'm about to start recording the video on the prickly pear. And I'm going to be doing one on fasting. I'm going to be doing one on, I think I already did one on mesquite coffee. Anyways, I've got a bunch of them planned. It's just that the heat has been over. I haven't written anything in a week or two just because I can't even get the laptop to stay on. It gets too hot, and the phones get too hot. It's actually started off pretty cool this morning. It was 74 or 75 this morning, but it's getting hot now. Good thing I got this fan. So if anybody else is out there, say hi. If you got any questions, comments, things you want to talk about. If not, I got bread rising up at the cottage, and that's what I'm kind of working on today. Is we got the farmers market tomorrow. When I'm not on here, I come up with all these things. I'm like, oh, I need to do a Facebook Live. I need to talk about this and this thing. And oh, by the way, on Artie's show, and Artie, I will put in when I do the description of this, I'll put the link. I think I can put the link in the description to the Riff Raff podcast and a disclaimer about the language that I would like to see cleaned up on that show. But I do talk politics over there, so you know you're not going to get it on Facebook, and you're not going to get it here too much. But and it's not going to be what people are thinking about politics. It's not like A versus B politics, but I do. It's the Anta podcast. I stopped calling it a podcast. It's an Anta podcast. But I do talk. I think I get in a debate with Forbes pretty much once every week or two about how his premise is that communism and genocide aren't that bad, and my premise is that all statism and genocide is bad. So we end up in that debate about every week or two. All right, so if nobody has any questions, won't leave this going too long. I did have a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I just cannot remember it. If you ask what I'm drinking, peach tea. That's what I'm drinking right now. Artie, you were supposed to give me a topic. I can't remember. I could show some stuff. I got tools. Hold on a minute. I could show some tools. I bought this thing the other day because I don't weld or do any that kind of plumbing. I only do like PVC plumbing, but this thing, it's a long copper pipe, and actually goes this way. This is for your fire. You know, I have a wood burner right over here. We have a wood burner up at the cottage, and I also do outdoor cooking. And so what happens is you can put this bottom part, the small hole, into the fire, and that's how you get the fire going real good. Get it stoked up. And I don't want my beard to catch fire, so I don't put my face in the fire. And if it's real hot, you can extend that out and get pretty far away. So I'm actually putting together a good camp kitchen. And I've been wanting to buy some camp kitchen stuff, but it's all really, really expensive. And I didn't like the fact that it's not really local made stuff. And so I was at the farmer's market the other day, and there was a guy there who makes camp kitchen metalware. He's a blacksmith, and he's just like 6 miles from here, and he made this. And so I'm saving up some money to get some camp cooking gear from him, and then I can do some videos on camp cooking. I used to do all that stuff, but I did it with like now the poor man's way, if you don't even have any of that stuff. And so it would be nice to have some good. I'm going to spray you. Yes, I am. Get off the screen. I hope I'm not going to get arrested for cat abuse. It's just water. Is that cat abuse already? That's weird. That camera like focuses. All right, so so I wanted to do some videos on camping gear and all that. So that's that. I bought that the other day. And I didn't bring, I'm doing some carving stuff too, so I didn't bring that stuff down. But I don't think I got any of my other goodies here. All right then, what we got going on? Yeah, it also will help them not die from heat exhaustion. They want to come inside though, because it's starting to get hot out, and they're trying to find a little place to cool off. So as soon as I'm done. Can you hear them? They're begging. Stay right here. I'm going to go let the cats in. Y'all want to come inside? Kitty. Come on. Let's go. You got to come in when the door is open. Let's go. Nope. 5, 4, 3. One of them came in. Tigger came in, but Hobbs didn't. Got one of them in. The other one is off fixing something. All right, so I think that's it. Can't think of anything else, and I got to go up and check on the bread. I expected this to be longer, but people aren't very conversational, I guess, on Friday afternoon, morning, whatever time it is. If you have any questions or comments, if you have things you want me to answer, put them down in the comment section. Suggestions, things to do, things to make videos out of. If you would subscribe. I think I'm up to like 877 subscribers, and I got to get to 1,000 for it to the first step in monetization, because they demonetized everybody under 1,000. So if you would subscribe, it would be very valuable to me. And secondly, underneath there's a little bell icon, and that is for notifications. Click on that and tell it that you want to get notifications. That way, when I do these live broadcasts, you will know about it, and you can join us and ask questions or give me topics or things to talk about. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I'm hoping to get a video up this coming week, when it cools off a little bit. Get some writing done as well. Until then, I will talk to you guys later.